These are random.
Yes. All right. Great. Our last question is going to be an interesting one because you have actually been abroad. So, what was the best thing that you had to eat this week?
This isn't going to be good for business, but I'm just going to say it. We went there across the pond on a sausage quest. I wanted to try sausage in all the different countries to see how I was doing, and I really wanted to try them at Oktoberfest. But we started in Dublin with bangers and mash, and then we went to England and had bangers, and then we went to Germany and had bratwurst and knockwurst, and it was just too much. You cannot eat sausage every day. And I am so sausaged out right now, and I just had to make 300 pounds today, and it's just kind of funny. But
so not
they were
sausage.
Great. They were great. But it made me realize what a good job I'm actually doing, and that was a really cool thing to know that we're like nailing it.
Right. Yeah.
But going on an all food quest, I don't know how people do it. So it's funny you should bring it up because by the time I got home last night, I just wanted like taco salad. Just wanted something homemade and not sausagey.
It was fun. Ooh, that must have been fun.
So pick your most favorite meal that you had and tell us a little bit about that and what beer you paired with it.
Well, it was, I think because it was the first night away and we were in Dublin and we had just done the Guinness tour and before the Jameson tour. And then we sat at this pub, which is the oldest pub in Ireland. And we had the bangers and mash with the gravy and Guinness and a 15-year age Jameson. And it was so good. It was just magical. It didn't need any seasonings. It was just perfect. Every bite was perfect with the mashed potatoes and the gravy they call brown sauce and the sausage. And even if it wasn't a homemade sausage, it was really good. It was like a lot of nutmeg in the sausage, and it was yummy.
Sounds good. My mouth is
loved it.
When can we expect to see something like that?
Yeah, we're definitely going to do a bangers and mash this winter.
Good to know. Did you hear about Jameson, what they're doing?
No.
So Jameson supplies their barrels. People buy their barrels and makes stouts in them.
Yep.
But they're going to actually be taking them back after the stouts have been aged in them to make more spirits in them.
We saw that they were doing some beer-aged whiskeys.
Yeah.
Which was so cool.
Did you get to try any of those?
No, they didn't. I mean, this was kind of the commercial tour.
Yep.
A lot of stock answers, but he actually called me a spy because I was asking these questions. He's like, "Who do you work for?" I was like, "I just have a little brewing experience," but it was a lot of fun. Yeah, both of those tours were phenomenal. That Guinness brewery was like a beer Disney World. It was 7 floors, and there was a huge part of it was about their marketing and branding and through the ages and through the wars and different times, and it was so fascinating.
I bet.
And they're artists that they've supported over the years, not just a marketing firm, but actual artists that have made their living by drawing things for Guinness, and I just think that's awesome.
Yeah, Guinness does have great art.
Yeah, especially that animal series that they had, and that man, and he was just inspired by a family trip to the circus that day, and then that turned into that whole line for Guinness.
Wow.
And it was bigger than that man's career. So that was really cool.
That is cool.
Beer and art definitely go together.
Yes, beer, art,
everything
food
goes better with beer.
I think that's why I love Portland, Maine so much. We've got so much amazingness here. Well, November 1st through the 7th, Portland Beer Week.
Yeah.
Come out. You'll get to try our beer, our food, and see some of our art.
Yes.
And it's going to be wonderful. Thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your support to the beer community. This is awesome.
Absolutely.
We think so.
Yeah. And we love women in the beer business.
Yay, because women love beer.
Yeah. We do. Women love beer.
Absolutely. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you so much, Allison.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Thank you so much to Allison Stevens for sitting down with us and chatting about the upcoming Portland Beer Week. Head over to portlandbeerweek.org to see all the events. And if you happen to go to the Pro-Am competition, we'll be there too. Come say hi. It would be so amazing to meet you. And if you haven't made it into the Thirsty Pig yet, you need to. They do amazing things there. If you want to check out the picture book version of this interview, head over to greatbeeradventure.com/016. You can also connect with us on Instagram by going to greatbeeradventure.com/Instagram. I run the feed and give you a look at the inner workings of the show, the beers that I'm drinking, and life as a beer drinking mom podcaster. I try to make it as fun and interactive as possible. Oh, and don't forget to go to portlandbeerweek.org/superlatives and do a write-in vote for Great Beer Adventure for Best Podcast. We'll be back next week with our super quick brewery bio show. Until then. The music in today's episode is brought to you by Old Etc. To learn more about them, head on over to greatbeeradventure.com/music. We have new things coming your way every Friday, and we can't wait to share them with you. Today's episode was edited, produced, and a lot by me, Amanda. Thanks for joining us. Go subscribe, and we will see you next time. Cheers! Want to know more? Be sure to find us on Twitter and Instagram at Great Beer Women. Make sure you head on over to greatbeeradventure.com/subscribe to subscribe. That way, you'll be the first to know when a new episode goes live. We would love it if you left a rating and review on your favorite podcatcher. Let's spread the word and get more people knowing about beer in the great state of Maine. Great Beer Adventure is part of Portland Roots Media.
Not all the cities in the country are like this. I've worked in a lot of different markets, and a lot of people don't want you to do well. Well, here they're like, here's some advice, good
Right,
luck,
exactly.
you know, and they want you to do well, or
And
they
that's
take
what
time
Kai
out of
was
their day to
saying,
talk
yeah.
to you,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, absolutely. That
It's
is what
really
Kai was
special.
saying. He was
Yeah.
like, why didn't you come and talk to me?
Yeah.
Kai's the best.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Terry down from, I keep wanting to call it Infinity, but Liquid Rise.
Yep.
I was talking to him, and we want to do a whole thing with him about breweries that collaborate, and it was right around Labor Day, so we ended up canceling, and we'll reschedule later. But he was saying that he's worked in different places, and Maine is really the only place where this much collaboration happens.
All the time.
All the time. Yeah.
It's really cool.
It's so cool.
Brewery to brewery, brewery to restaurant.
Restaurant to restaurant.
Restaurant to